Fisk unit. Fisk unit. Alright, look. Hit the like button, hit the sub button, hit the notification bell. You understand me? Subscribe to my channel, join this Fisk Unit army, and get Fisk Unit tough, okay? You know who's Fisk Unit tough? Daniel Jones. You know who knows he's Fisk Unit tough? Jaylon Smith, former Cowboy, former New York football giant, Jaylon Smith. Alright? Now, we ain't going to talk about him not being able to hit the right hole in the run game, because that ain't important. Alright, Jaylon Smith did his part. He did his best. And at the end of the day, he was on a team that won 9 games. Should have been 10, probably could have been 12, but we ain't going to talk about that. He was a contributor. He started. He did his best. We respect him. All right, Jaylon Smith, you earned our respect because you did your best. You tried. You didn't pout and threaten to retire over playing time like Blake Martinez. And you went in the nightclubs with players with burners on them like Antonio Pierce and Plexico Burress. So, you know, we respect you for being civilized, okay? Now, for those of y'all who don't know, Jaylon Smith has some comments about the chosen one, the anointed one, the one who fell from the sky to deliver this football team from evil, Daniel Jones. He has some comments about him, and they were glowing. He said that Daniel Jones is the toughest guy, the hardest working guy, and most importantly, he said that Daniel Jones is the kind of person you want in a foxhole. When the going gets tough, Daniel Jones is who you want on your side. These are the comments of Jaylon Smith. Now, I want to know, Giants fans. I want to know, Fisk Unit soldiers. I want to know. I got one question. One question. Did he ever say that about Dak? That's all I want to know. Did he ever say, I want Dak in the foxhole with me? I don't think he did. I mean, I could be wrong, but I swear I've never heard that. I don't think I've ever heard anybody say, oh, yeah, I want Dak in the foxhole when the going gets tough. I want him in the foxhole with me. I ain't never heard it. My guy, Daniel Jones, is that guy. I've never heard a negative comment from anybody who's played with him. Golden Tates, Joe Judges, Jason Garrett's and Fat Freddie Kitchens. Everybody. James Bradbury is an op right now. I've never heard anybody come out publicly and say something bad about Daniel Jones. I've never heard it. That's because he's that dude. He's him. He's really him. He's like that. To quote Jimmy Butler, Daniel Jones is like that. Daniel Jones is the most picked on, most slandered, most bullied athlete in all of sports. Nobody gets slandered like Daniel Jones. So these guys who leave the Giants, like a Jaylon Smith or a Golden Tate, and they go on television, they have every opportunity to throw Danny under the bus. They have every opportunity to validate the propaganda that his name is thrown in. They have every opportunity to blend in with the crowd and follow the cool kids who think he's trash. They have every opportunity to do that, but yet they don't. They don't do that because it ain't true. They don't do that because they know he's the first one in and the last one out. They don't do that because they know he's the best player on the team. They don't do that because they know the Giants don't win without him. And those who were there during the Joe Judge era know the Giants can't cross the 50 without him. Listen, if it walks like a duck and it quacks like a duck, it's probably a duck. Giants fans, Daniel Jones does every single thing that other quarterbacks get credit for. I see these quarterbacks post workout videos. Oh my gosh, he works hard. Oh my gosh, he's such a hard worker. He's dedicated to his craft. I see these other quarterbacks hold camps, hold workouts with their teams. Oh my gosh, he's such a great leader. He displays such leadership. I'll take it a step further. Forget the off the field stuff. I've seen Daniel Jones stiff arm safeties and throw no look passes, and I don't hear a peep. I don't even hear the color commentators say anything about it. But let Mahomes do that. Let Josh Allen do that. It's a big deal. What I'm trying to say, Giants fans, in no uncertain terms, is we have him at quarterback. If he was black, I'd say we got that nigga at quarterback. Okay? What does Daniel Jones not do that you see all these elevated quarterbacks do? All these quarterbacks that you see on a pedestal. The Josh Allen, so he trucks people. Daniel Jones trucked Grady Jarrett 2 years ago to get a 2-point conversion. Oh my gosh, Cam Newton stiff armed people. Yeah, I saw Daniel Jones stiff arm a safety on the Vikings in a playoff game. What's good? Oh, Matthew Stafford and Mahomes throw no-look passes. Saw Daniel Jones throw a no-look pass in a playoff game. Y'all want to talk about it? Oh my gosh, look at Jalen Hurts. He's such a great leader. Look at the way he organizes training camps with A.J. Brown. But Daniel Jones done organized some kind of a workout in Arizona or Duke since he's been a rookie. What we talking about? So what I'm trying to say is it's kind of like, it's like you got a girlfriend, right? And she's too good to you. Your girl is too good to you. At the end of the day, your girl does everything you want her to do. She's your best friend. She's loyal. She's obedient. She treats you like a king. She plays her part. She is everything you need a woman to be. But your friends don't validate her. Your family don't validate it. When you go out in public, all eyes ain't on her. To you, she's like an 8 or a 9. To everybody else, they might think she's a 6. So you don't treat her with the same appreciation you would treat her with if she had that public validation. Even though she's perfect for you and she does everything you want her to do as a female, you don't give her the respect. You don't appreciate her. You're not grateful for her because you don't get the validation from your peers that confirms everything you know about her. That's Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones is the perfect quarterback. I said it for years. He's the perfect prospect. There's nothing he can't do. There's not a throw he can't make. There's not an athletic move he can't execute. He's the hardest worker. He's a smart guy. And most importantly, he's not playing Call of Duty like Kyler Murray. He's not dating and breaking up with models every other damn day like Dak Prescott. And he's not going through holdouts, demanding trades and shit like Lamar Jackson for 2 years. You need to appreciate what you have in Daniel Jones. This stuff don't come around too often. We are blessed as Giants fans to go from an Eli Manning to Daniel Jones. This is what a New York quarterback is. This is what greatness in New York looks like. When you look at the greatness in the past 20 years in New York, what does it look like? Eli Manning, Strahan, Derek Jeter, Daniel Jones, Aaron Judge. New York players they're not flashy. They don't talk a lot. They're not what Aaron Rodgers is about to be. Aaron Rodgers is going to find out real quick that the New York media and New York fans are going to eat him alive. That attitude, that smug attitude, that, oh, look what I've done, I'm too good for this, it ain't going to work. It's not. When you're in New York, there's a certain standard that our athletes are held to. And Carmelo, when he was here, he lived up to it too, man. Carmelo never wanted to leave New York. I'm going to get honest with you. I got to throw Carmelo in there too. The last 20 years, we've had Jeter, we've had Carmelo, we had Mariano Rivera, we got Eli, Strahan, we got Daniel Jones, we got Aaron Judge. So, I think the flashiest star we had in New York was Matt Harvey. And look how that turned out. Flashy don't work in New York. That's why a Baker Mayfield would have never worked in New York. It would have never worked. The flashy, conky, arrogant guys like a Matt Harvey, that stuff don't work in New York. You got to be stoic in New York. You got to be clean cut. You got to be upscale. I hate to say it, but you got to be up at these superstars in New York. You got to be too good for shit star in New York. Got to be clean cut. You got to be James Bond in New York. That's just what it is. You can't be Vin Diesel in New York. You got to be James Bond. That's just what we're used to. But anyway, I don't talk too much. That's it. That's all. Subscribe to the unit if you're rocking with me. My name is Fist Vegas, and I approve this message.